Alright, codex entries. We have Gordon. Over the past year, my partnership with Jim has flourished. I've finally won his trust, and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden in the shadows, but Jim has helped me out. Helped me step out into the light and find legitimacy. For that, I am grateful. I think Jim is finally settling into his new role as police commissioner. It's been a difficult transition, and I don't know if he'll ever be comfortable with the tragic way he received his promotion. But I trust he'll use his newfound authority to make this city a better place. Gotham is lucky to have him, and so am I. I couldn't ask for a better partner. Renee Montoya, what happened to her? Things are looking up for Jim Gordon's favorite true blue cop. Renee Montoya was recently promoted to detective after she was exonerated of the murder of Carmine Falcone. It was evidence I provided that proved that she was under the influence of Lady Arkham's drug when she committed the crime. I admire Renee's dedication to law enforcement and fierce loyalty to Jim. It's evidence that she lives for her work. It's evident that she lives for her work, often at the cost of her personal life. Sounds like a problem we both share. This is true. Lucius Fox. There would be no Batman without Lucius Fox. In a sense, he built me. No, I mean, he literally built me. From Batsuit to the Batmobile, everything I am, everything I become, I owe to him. A brilliant engineer and trusted confidant, Lucius is one of the few people I can depend on in this world. In addition to being whoa, hey, mouth, words. In addition to being Wayne Enterprises' technological leader, I've entrusted him to run a secret R&D wing, where he designs and develops new bat tech. Alfred Pennyworth. I am not my father's son, I am Alfred's. After my mother and father were murdered, he was the one who did the hard work of raising me. It couldn't have been easy for him. Making sure he instilled the right values and steered me away from the vices of my father. Steadfast, true and compassionate, Alfred knows me better than anybody, certainly better than I know myself. He's the moral compass and my best friend. Last year, he was kidnapped by Lady Arkham. I'm still riddled with guilt over what happened. I just hope he can recover from the emotional trauma of the ordeal. All I want is for him to be healthy and happy again. Iman Avesta. It was Special Agent Iman Avesta who handed me the psychological profile of the Riddler. I don't know much about her, other than she's a Gotham native and seems to have the confidence of Amanda Waller. She's a huge fan of Batman, which is somewhat relieving. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in future dealings with the agency. Amanda Waller. I got my first glimpse of Amanda Waller outside the casino after Riddler's grisly attack on Rumi Mori. A former congressional aide and political science PhD, Waller's impressible ambition has shot her straight to the top of the government's top covert law enforcement organization, the agency. She's recently been promoted to regional director with a jurisdiction that spans the entire northeastern United States, including Gotham City. Gordon doesn't like her. That much is clear, understandable. She's a force of nature who's threatening his turf. I just wish I knew more about her intentions towards Gotham. She seems like she could be a powerful friend, but an even more powerful enemy. Vernon Blake. Special Agent Vernon Blake, Avesta's terse partner. I met him as Batman after Riddler's attack on the casino. Not much to say about him other than the moment. Okay, the Riddler. The Riddler is an old name in Gotham, one we thought was gone for good. He was dangerous enough to even Carmine Falcone, Mayor Hill, and my father left him alone. An international terrorist, wanted by Interpol and hunted by the agency. The Riddler's modus operandi is to torture and kill his marks by forcing them to solve his macabre puzzles. According to the agency's profile on him, Riddler's got a genius-level IQ and exhibits signs of narcissistic and obsessive compulsive personality disorders. He's cruel, calculating, merciless, and I will bring him down. Okay, how many more are there? There's three more, okay. Rumi Mori. There are two sides of Rumi Mori: the face he shows to the public and the person he really are. The person he keeps in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of polite society. Mori wants everyone to believe he's a model citizen. He paints his public persona with philanthropy and a seemingly legitimate business empire. But take a closer look behind the mask and you'll catch a glimpse of the real Rumi Mori, war profiteer and murderer. He made his fortune running guns during the Arab Spring and soon after diversified into high-tech weaponry. Of course, Mori's illicit activities have never been proven in the court of law. Riddler had some bone to pick with Mori. Perhaps that's why he targeted him at the Foreshadow. It's not surprising a man like that would have enemies. I wonder how he made one of the Riddler. The Agency. That you should have checked out the animated Batman movie, Under the Red Hood. I should check that out for sure. There are several animated movies that have come out in the last 2 years that I really need to get and catch up on. The Agency, one of the nation's most clandestine national security organizations. The agency operates in the darkest shadows of the criminal justice system. Not much is known about their day-to-day operations. But what little information I can dig up about the agency's influence is awe-inspiring, stretching across international borders and reaching the highest echelons of political power. Thomas Wayne, my father, and possibly the worst criminal this city has ever known. Thomas Wayne, I once thought he was a hero. A man who died trying to protect my mother from a bullet of a common crook. I was wrong. I found out the truth about my father not long ago. He wasn't a philanthropic doctor. He pretended to be. He was a monster who amassed our family's wealth by drugging and gaslighting Gotham's wealthiest families and robbing them of their fortunes. He devastated lives and destroyed minds. To rob someone of their sanity is one of the worst things you can do to a person. I know that personally. I would know. Lady Arkham robbed me of mine as recompense for my father's sins. I hope that debt is paid. I want nothing more than to leave his dark legacy in the past. Martha Wayne. My mother was a mystery. I witnessed her and my father's assassination when I was just a child, so my memories of her are few and far between, but I cherish each one. It's unclear what she knew or how involved she was with my father's crimes, but there's a part of me who wants to believe the best about her. Maybe she was left in the dark. Maybe she tried to stop him. I just don't know. I need to believe that there is part of me that is good. And that part is my mother. It's really nice. Gotham City. Population 10.5 million. Gotham City is more than my hometown. It's my passion project. When I look out at the skyline, I don't see a city. I see a living, breathing organism that keeps evolving, adapting to new threats. I must adapt with it. The criminals this place attacks are no different. There was a time when all you had to worry about was wise guys and street thugs, but crime too has evolved. The crime rate might be down, but the villains are becoming more and more bizarre, more terrifying. Sometimes I think crime is a virus that keeps mutating to more virulent strains, and the city is sick with it. Oh, this keeps going. This just keeps going. Okay. So you can see how there's like 3 more to read, at least at the moment. Oh man, okay. Do we keep going? Wayne Enterprises, established 1870, multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of technology, manufacturing, and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my parents and have recently become more involved in the day-to-day operations. So far, so good. Stocks are up, and Wayne Enterprises R&D department is developing some pretty exciting new technologies. Crime Alley, Park Road, Gotham City, the squalid downtown alley where my parents were assassinated, the street apart from the Monarch Theater is the place where my childhood ended and the rest of my life began violently. I installed a plaque there to honor my parents before I knew the truth of my father's criminality. Gotham City Police Department HQ, the GCPD is Gotham's first line of defense against criminals, both mundane and bizarre. When mobster Carmine Falcone was in power, he kept at least half of the police force in his pocket, but not all of them. James Gordon was one of the few that he couldn't corrupt since Falcone and the mayor were taken down. Gordon has worked to clean up the corruption in the department. Crime rates have fallen dramatically since Gordon took over as police commissioner. Since Wayne Enterprises pledged to rebuild Arkham Asylum, and the GCPD has worked closely with the facility to determine which criminals should go to Arkham for rehabilitation and which belong in Blackgate Prison. Alright, that's done. Ooh, Gotham Feed. Let's look at that. Gotham Media Feed. Gotham citizens support GCPD Batman partnership. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the Gotham City Police Department public partnership with the masked vigilante known as Batman has been a rousing success in the city's population. Across the board, crime in Gotham City limits has been down from the previous year, with violent crimes hitting a record low, though some on the city council have raised concerns about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law. It doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. I don't care who he is. I care that he makes things safer, said grocery store owner Wayne Barden, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in the recent months. Because he can stay open longer. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's try to scroll down some more. Council member Gail Rich, sympathetic to business owners such as Barden, and she maintains, until we know who Batman is, I don't think we can ever truly be safe. Wayne Enterprises stock at a record high. Wayne Enterprises stock hit... Okay, this is weird. I can't actually scroll on this. I can scroll on this though. But I can use that to scroll. Okay. Wayne Enterprise stock hit a high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing all previous high of $115 per share over a year ago. The record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to the company as CEO last year following his brief ouster. Wayne was removed as the CEO from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and briefly admitted to Arkham Asylum. Wayne has since claimed the assault was a side effect of the drug injection at the hands of a former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, who conducted criminal business under the name of Lady Arkham. Okay. There's another story here. Wow. Dent trial pushed back again by Kate Clark. A former judge has delayed the start of former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several months, so it's been delayed following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brandon Hoffman, announced that they were recusing themselves in pre-trial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney, has insisted on representing himself in the trial. In the statement to court, Hoffman said, "I no longer feel that I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability." Judge Harriet Stokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 months while Dent prepared his case. Okay. This is the fourth delay in the trial, and the third set of attorneys to part with Dent, who's facing multiple charges of murder, criminal neglect, and fraud. Gazette investigation. What is the agency? By Julia Martins. It seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter in the streets of Gotham City these days. Multiple sources from law enforcement have confirmed with the Gazette that the mysterious governmental entity known as the agency has been conducting operations within the city recently. On the record, there's no evidence of any federal crime-fighting organization by this name. but many sources have requested anonymity, have confirmed that the agency has been present at several recent crime scenes and exerted considerable authority. I have no idea who these people are, but when they show up, they're in charge, one officer said. They act like they know what they're doing. But with no way to check their track record, I guess we have to take them at their word. Okay, so they've been acting throughout the city. Okay, this is the last story. Officials say Cobblepot model prisoner by Julia Martins. He may be going for parole. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, former Wayne Enterprises CEO and convicted of domestic terrorism, Oswald Cobblepot is a model prisoner at Blackgate Prison. The man who briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organization Children of Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised at Cobblepot's decision to forego a hearing in court, but from all accounts, he appears to be enjoying a new life in jail. We don't have a bad thing to say about him, said one of the Blackgate guards, who wished to remain anonymous. You get to talking to him, and he's actually pretty charming. He's super smart. Yeah. Okay. So that's the codex. Previous menu. That's the agency files. That's the Riddler. We're going to right-click to back out. We're going to have a look at this puzzle box.